The goal for this season, I mean, it's always to win the Big 12 championship. You know, that's something we talk about every day. You know, that's what we're always striving for. And then, yeah, I think just having a great season, just incorporating a lot of new players and just being there for each other.
How does it feel to be back for your 5th season?
Feels good. It's crazy how it's already been 4 or 5 years here. It flew by super quickly, but yeah, feels awesome. I'm excited to kind of just, you know, it's kind of bittersweet. You know, I'm excited for this season, but also kind of sad for it to be all over. But yeah, I'm super excited.
How do you feel about the team this season?
Yeah, I'm excited. I think our team's pretty young and we have a lot of new people. You know, we kind of graduated a lot of, you know, people that have been on this team a while and were important parts like Grace Yoakum, Allie Jackson, Olivia Dowell. So, you know, those are kind of some big spots to fill because they, you know, helped our team so much. So I'm kind of excited to see who will step in and kind of, you know, claim those roles and just help the team out. But yeah, with our young team and new people, you know, it's different. We're trying to figure it all out, but I feel excited about it. I think, you know, everyone's here and they're ready to take on board and learn new things. So I'm excited. I think this could be a really good year.
If someone told freshman Megan they were going to be a captain in their 5th year with the team, what would your response have been?
I would have thought they were crazy, honestly. Like, I would have never imagined, I don't think, me being a captain on this team. Just, I don't know, I think freshman year me, I was just like trying to survive. Now, looking back, it's crazy, honestly.
Trying to survive, why do you say that?
I don't know, I think when I first got here, I mean, I walked on here. So I think just that alone, I didn't really know what to expect. I was, you know, nervous and kind of just scared and, you know, but I was ready. I was confident in myself. I think I believed in me and I think that helped me. But yeah, I think I was just trying to survive, you know, day by day, just doing my best and trying to improve. So, yeah.
You said you walked on here. Before deciding to come to OSU, was playing college soccer something on your mind?
I mean, I think it crossed my mind. I mean, I played, you know, highly. I was on an ECNL team, and every one of my teammates was committed and playing college soccer. And I don't know, I just at the time didn't really think about it. I mean, it crossed my mind, but I just knew I wanted to go to a bigger school. And I was getting recruited by smaller schools that were far away. I wanted to stay close to home. I'm pretty close with my family. So, I don't know, I think I just didn't really have it as like a priority, like I have to go play college soccer. So I definitely thought about it, but it wasn't something I really thought about much, honestly, until it kind of just happened, so.
We're gonna get to that. What made you decide to come to Oklahoma State?
Yeah, so both of my parents went here, so I kind of always grew up an OSU fan. I always coming to soccer games, football games, and yeah, just always coming to Stillwater. And then I took tours here like every student does. You know, you go take tours at different schools. So I did that. I would go with like my friends from school. We'd come and yeah, when I just came to Stillwater, it just felt like home. Just the people, you know, the Cowboy family, I felt it. So yeah, I just knew I wanted to go here. So I was kind of set.
How did you end up walking on for the soccer team?
Yeah, I think it was kind of just, I think my parents, like, it was kind of a push by them. Like, they didn't ever push me to be like, you need, you know, they kind of were freely like, you can choose, you know, what you want to do. But I think my dad, he finally was like, are you sure you don't want to play college soccer? Like, we think you can, like, you know, and then I think he reached out to like our club director because, you know, parents' view is like, yeah, our kid can go play. But he kind of wanted a real view of like, do you think she actually can go, you know, play college soccer? And, you know, he told her like, yes, I think she can. So, you know, I was on that ECNL team, so we'd go to showcases and stuff. So I went to a showcase in Phoenix and Justin was there and watched me. And I think we just, you know, had a conversation and like he knew my club coaches because I'm from Tulsa, so it's not far. They're friends with him. So they just had a conversation and then I had a conversation with them and it kind of just presented itself, this opportunity. And I just took the opportunity, honestly. I just committed to it, so.
What was the tryout process like?
There wasn't really tryout, I guess. It was kind of just like you have a spot on the team, and you're on the team. Obviously, I didn't get scholarship or anything. Kind of just you have a spot, like you can go out there and try to earn it. So I think I came early that July with all the other freshmen, and so that was helpful. But then starting preseason, it was hard. Like I was out there with 30 other girls, and I didn't really know what to expect. But yeah, so preseason I would say I guess was the tryout, but yeah, so I don't know.
You're on the roster with about 30 other girls on the team. What did coaches tell you about your chances of getting playing time?
Yeah, that's honestly something I'm super grateful for looking back. They were super upfront about it. Like I was a walk-on and I got this spot on the team, but they were upfront. They were like, we can't promise you that you'll ever play, that you'll ever see the field. And, I knew that going in, I fully, kind of expected not to really see the field or play. Just because of, how it happened. So yeah, they were super upfront with that. And I think that just helped me though, kind of be more realistic, but then also kind of go out and try to prove like, I can, get some minutes and so yeah.
How did you feel the first time they called your name to enter a game?
Yeah, I was so nervous. I remember it was our first game. We were away, I think down in, forgot where, but it was somewhere down in Texas. And yeah, I remember called my name to go in, and I thought he was like joke. I was like, did he say my name? Like I was like, is this real? I was just like so excited, but so I don't know, nervous at the same time. But yeah, I remember going in, I was just like, this is crazy, because I would have never, even imagined that. So
how'd you do?
Pretty good, I would say. Hopefully.
How much playing time would you say you got your first season with the team?
I would say, I don't really know exactly, but I would sub in not every game, but I would sub in here and there. It kind of just depended, and it was probably only for like 5 or 10 minutes here and there, usually just to give someone a breather. And I usually would go like up top forward, so not really my natural position. But yeah, it kind of just depended when he needed subs or yeah, kind of just depended how the game was going. So I didn't play much my freshman year, which was hard, but again, I knew that going into it, I kind of didn't expect to play much at all, so yeah.
How much did you play your sophomore year?
Yeah, sophomore year, I'd say that I played a lot more. The spring season, I think, helped me because we have like, you get here as a freshman, you play in the fall, and it's kind of just like, we start preseason, then it's just like game, and then in the spring, we have more time to kind of develop players, to look at different players, because, we have the whole spring, we play scrimmages, and so I think that freshman spring helped me, but then we got shut down because COVID. So I went home and did stuff on my own, and I think coming back sophomore year, I played a lot more than that first year, so.
What about junior year?
Yeah, junior year, same thing. I'd say I played a little bit more, just got a little bit better. Kind of the same things. The fall, I think I improved, and then that spring, I think I really improved as well. So yeah, kind of just each year, just getting better. And yeah, then with that, increasing my playing time, so.
When did you get your first start?
That was my sophomore year. I think it was against Kansas State. Because that year we played just Big 12 teams. That was the COVID year. It was our first game. And yeah, I remember I started that game. It was at Kansas State. And again, I was nervous, but I was super excited just because, it's, a big deal. And it was a big deal to me just because I didn't know what to expect coming into this. And yeah.
Sometimes coaches don't tell you until shortly before the game who was in the starting lineup. When did you find out you were starting?
Yeah, I think it was, usually we do a walkthrough practice and he tells us then the starting lineup. So I think it was probably the day before that game or maybe the day of. But I remember first what I did was I called my parents after and I was like so excited and they were so happy for me, so.
Were they able to come up to the game?
Yeah. My parents come to like every game.
Regardless of if you're starting or not?
Yeah, they love it. Even freshman year, yeah, they came to like every game.
What does that support mean to you?
So much. I just think looking back, my parents, I don't want to cry. My parents' support means a lot. as you can't tell, but I think just I kind of started this, not because of them, but they kind of helped push me to kind of see like the potential I had. But yeah, freshman year when I didn't play a ton, they still were at every game and they didn't like care or like, you know, they still cheered on our team and everything. And I think that taught me a lot as a player. Like, if you're not playing a ton, you can still be, you know, your teammate's biggest cheerleader. So, and then they just always, you know, told me to work hard and just do my best, have fun. So that's what I would try to do. And yeah, but yeah, their support means so much.
When did you score your first goal?
So we played just Big 12 teams in the fall, but then that spring we had like a whole year kind of season, because like we usually play in just the fall. The spring it like doesn't count. Well, this year we played in the fall and we played in the spring, and all the games counted to qualify for the NCAA tournament. So usually the NCAA tournament's held in like December, but this one was held in like the end of April, and we were in like a bubble because of COVID. So we were all in North Carolina, like couldn't leave and stuff. So I remember it was that spring, and we were playing against UTEP. Yeah, I was gonna say UTEP or UTSA, but it was UTEP. And I remember like a cross came in, and I was just on the back post, and I was able to. I kind of like fell a little bit, but I was able to like shoot it and score. So I remember that was super exciting, and just my teammates I knew were like so excited for me. So that was fun.
Scored your first goal that season. What happened after that season? What big thing happened to you?
I got a scholarship, which was super exciting. Obviously, yeah, that was something that I also never really thought would happen. I just was, but yeah, that was super exciting getting that and kind of getting rewarded for, you know, my hard work and stuff. And, you know, I remember being there with my parents and telling them, and again, them being so excited. And so yeah, that was a really cool experience.
What did the coaches tell you when they officially said, Megan, you're on scholarship?
Yeah, they were kind of like nonchalant about it. Like, I remember like Karen, like, I don't know, she was like, I don't know, they were like nonchalant, but they knew it was like a big deal. But yeah, I remember when they told me, I was just like so excited. I'm someone who's like super kind of quiet and like doesn't show emotion that much. So they were like, it's okay for you to smile, like, you know, kind of giving me a hard time. So I don't know, that was super cool moment. So
Came to OSU, not intending on playing soccer. You're now a senior, captain, starter, on scholarship. What message does your journey send to high school players out there?
Yeah, I think it sends, you know, everyone's on their own path. You know, not everyone's path is going to look the same, and, you know, that's okay. I think, too, with that, you know, in high school, I was kind of a late bloomer. So, you know, back then you could recruit as early as 8th grade, freshman year. And I think I kind of peaked a little later. And so I think just knowing that, you know, your path, you're on your own, you know, you can't really compare to anyone else. And then just my story here, I think just, you know, persevering through, you know, tough times and just kind of being your own cheerleader in that, just believing in yourself. I think ultimately is all you can really do. Just believe in yourself, do your best, work hard. So.
You said earlier you never would have believed that you'd be a captain now. What was your reaction when you were officially named captain?
Yeah, I was surprised. I was excited though. You know, as being a senior, and you know, I kind of was ready to lead the team, and I thought I could do that, you know, the best I could. And but yeah, I was excited when, you know, he named who the captains were, and I was one of them. I think, yeah, I was super excited. And just looking back, I like I said, would have never imagined that. But I think just my whole story with that kind of being now added, it's just kind of just cool to look back on and just to see all that, you know, my story's been.
What does this program mean to you?
Yeah, this program means so much. I mean, I've grown so much as not only a player, but as a person. Just the connections I've made, the friendships I've had and still have with, you know, all the teammates. And I've just, grown so much. I was kind of this quiet girl that kind of showed up and was scared to, nervous, and, just decided to take this opportunity. And now, seeing how far I've come just personally through my 5 years has been kind of amazing to see. And, this program has been a major part of that, and all the people and teammates and coaches that I've had, and just the adversity that I've been put through is, I think, what has made me stronger at the end of it. So,
what's your favorite memory from your 5 years with this team?
Yeah, I would say, my freshman year, nothing can really beat when we won the Big 12 tournament, or the Big 12 championship. We won the regular season.
And Oklahoma State are your Big 12 regular season champions.
And I remember we beat Baylor here at home, and we got the Big 12 trophy out and everything. And because that game, we finally knew we were the winners of the Big 12 that year. So I think getting a ring and everything that year was something that's, I'll always find special. And then, that sophomore year, we made it to the Sweet 16, which I thought was really cool, NCAA tournament. So I think both those two things are probably things I'll always remember.
Oklahoma State moving on to the Sweet 16, where they'll face Texas A&M in Cary this Wednesday.
What's the goal for this season?
Yeah, the goal for this season, I think, it's always to win a Big 12 championship. That's something we talk about every day. That's what we're always striving for. And then, I think just having a great season, just incorporating a lot of new players, and just being there for each other through that. So,
your last season with the Cowgirls, how do you hope to be remembered by this team and this program?
Yeah, I hope to just be remembered as, a kind person, just a teammate that's, someone can always lean on, or know that I'll be there for them. And then just remembered as, hard work, having a hard work ethic, because I think, that can take, players a long way, is just working hard and just doing their best and having fun with it. And just, I hope to be remembered for just always having a smile on my face, no matter whether, I may be going through adversity or not, but just always, being there for my teammates and just being, the best teammate I can be at that given day. So.